Welcome back to Uncle Dan's Backyard Barbecue. If you like this channel, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Today, this episode goes out to Matilda, who asked Uncle Dan, how did you do whole chicken? So we're going to do whole chicken. We got our vegetables prepared. We're going to use an orange juice, lime, salt, pepper, garlic. And so we're going to make this marinade, and then we're going to let it sit overnight. And then after that, we'll smoke it on the Twin Eagles outside. Okay, we got our onions, we got our orange juice, our lime juice, our rosemary, we got our sage, we got our black peppercorns. So now we're gonna get this heated, and once we get it heated and it gets to a boil, we're gonna let it boil for about 2 minutes. All right, now we got it boiling, and so it's been boiling for about 2 minutes. So I'm gonna take this off, and then we're gonna let it sit until it cools down. All right, now I got our chickens. I let it cool down, added some ice, put our chickens in here. And if you noticed, I have the legs sticking up. That way the breasts are fully submerged down into the brine. So I'm gonna let this sit overnight, and then we'll pull it out tomorrow. We'll truss it and get it ready to go. All right, so we're the chicken's out of the brine. Once you get the chicken out, just kind of damp it with a paper towel. Take all that extra liquid off. We're gonna truss this chicken. And so you see the skin that's here on the breast meat. And what we want to do is, when we truss this, we want to make sure that our skin covers that meat to protect it. So that way you get nice, juicy breast meat inside your whole chicken. So I got a piece of string here, just, normal kitchen string. And so what I like to do is, I like to go under the chicken, start there, okay? And just even it out on both sides. Make a simple crisscross knot, just like this, right? And then here, go underneath the breasts, like this. So you have a crisscross knot, and now you're pulling that skin. Do you see how we're pulling that skin over that breast meat? By pulling it from this side, around the back of the legs, over this breast meat here, so we protect that. And then we'll go back down, we'll go around the wings, right? Hold those wings together, okay, like so. And then we'll cross it here. Cross these wings, I didn't do it right, here. Cross these wings. Hold it nice and tight. So the wings are tight. Then we're gonna flip her over. Get it here. Once we have it here, we're gonna come out around the legs, on both sides, around the legs, okay? And then we'll finish it off right here. And that way it's nice and tight on the chicken. And then for us to hang it, get a couple knots in here. You can cut this excess off with a kitchen scissors. So now we have this nice opening. We want to fold this down, and we want to bring these legs over. And so the legs are going to actually pinch that breast together. So what happens is, when we hang it, we don't dry out our breasts. And that's what gives it a really good. So we're going to do the legs. We'll take the string, put it under here, under the breast again, come around the legs of the chicken, come up here, around the legs, up here, go around this side of the chicken leg, around this side of the chicken leg, and then bring them together. And what I like to do is I like to cross them like this. That way you get a nice hang for when we're going to smoke these chicken. And this has to be super tight. So when you make your knot here at the feet, make sure they're crossed like so, and then squeeze, make it super tight on this end when you make your knot, because that's where we're going to hang the chicken. And so now you got this extra chicken, extra string. You can go ahead and just cut it. The simple old kitchen shears. And I did this one same way. I just cut it with the So that way it's not hanging out everywhere. So this is how you truss it. Now that the chicken's ready, like so, what we do is, these are the hooks for smoking on the Twin Eagles. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang these chickens by this hook, like so, and this is how they're gonna hang. Right, you see all that marinade still dripping out? So this is how we're gonna smoke them when we hang them in the Twin Eagles. So now that we got them all trussed, both of them trussed, let's we'll go get the Twin Eagles fired up and we'll show you how to put them on. All right, now we have them out here nice and trussed. So we're gonna take some olive oil. We're just gonna make sure that both sides are nice and covered. And then for a little special seasoning that I have that I like to put on the outside of these, because we're going with that citrus, with that orange juice marinade. So we just want to coat these up, nice and coated. And then once we get them nice and coated, both sides here, rub it around. I like to take some Tangen and just kind of go over the top, give it that nice lemon seasoning over the top. Actually lemon. And then it has, just kind of coat it really on both sides. That way that skin has that oil on it, gives it a nice, good smoke on that oil, on that skin. And then this Tangen gives it that nice lime flavor. So all right, so now we have them. We're ready to hang. So like I was saying earlier, we're just gonna take the hook, put it on the legs, and we're gonna take it on here, and then we're gonna hang it. So there's one, right? And then we'll hang this other one. Like so, and we'll just hang them. Then we'll let them smoke. Maybe I'll move this one over, give it some room, right? And give it some room from the edge. And then we'll just smoke our 2 chickens. So we'll give it about 3.5 hours, and then we'll come back and take a look and we'll test it. We want the inside temperature of the chicken to be 165, and so let's let them smoke and we'll show you what they look like. Thanks again for joining Uncle Dan's Backyard Barbecue.